Hey, are you hungry? We hadn't cooked supper together in a very long time. So that's what I thought we'd do tonight. All right, well, it is Saturday and we are having some good supper. And I wanted to bring y'all along. It is a meal that David can enjoy and I can enjoy as well. If you are low carb or keto, this is a meal you can have with your family. The only difference is you won't be having the taters. That's the only difference. The juicy steak bites, meat. The keto onion rings, onions and cheese. So there you go. That works for me on my way of eating, low carb. And then that works for David because he gets his taters and he loves his taters. So, let's eat, y'all. The first thing we want to start on is our potatoes. I forgot to spray my dish. This is something that you just make how many you need. There's no set amount. So you just want some red potatoes. I mean, really good and scrubbed. And we're just going to chop them in about that size. I think I'm making too many. Okay, we'll season them with salt and pepper. I don't use house seasoning on this. I just like plain salt and pepper, no onion or garlic powder. And then all we need is some butter spray. This, I can't believe it's not butter. And we want to cover it with some foil. And this is going to bake at 350 for 1 hour. And so while that's baking, that gives us time to get the other stuff ready. Now we're going to prep our keto onion rings. And I just want a small onion. What I tried to do, I'm using my muffin top pan. You can also use a donut pan. I don't know that you can't just put them separately in separate little stacks on a regular baking sheet. I'd give it a try. But I wanted an onion that when I cut it, it fits inside the muffin top. So we're going to cut this. And the easy way to get your top skin off without breaking the onion is just to do a shallow little cut. Oh, maybe that. Oh, that's a thick one. Looky there. Yeah, we're gonna have to work for this one. This is another one of those just make as many as you need recipes. We're gonna cut these kind of thick. I wasn't sure how many slices I'm going to get. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I sprayed 6 wells, but that'll be fine. So the first thing I'm going to do, and there's no measurement to this. Hold on. Is put a little bit of cheese in the bottom, and I'm just using regular cheddar cheese, freshly shredded. as in I buy by the block and shred it with my KitchenAid. I have an attachment on my KitchenAid. Makes shredding, I mean, easy as pie. And it really, really is nicer to work with. Okay. Oh, I put 6 in it. Well, I'll get that out. I wasn't even thinking. So we're going to put our 6 onions down. And then we're going to top it with more cheese, and I'll just use that right out of there. Now these will be ready to bake when the taters come out. These will bake at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. Now let's work on our steak. We're just going to set this aside until they're ready. You know what I totally forgot? And it dawned on me. The parsley. Just a little dried parsley. There you go. Now we're going to recover that and pop it right back in the oven. For the steak, we just need 1 pound of sirloin steak. This is top sirloin. And we need to cut it into little bite-sized pieces. I'm going to add them. You can put them in a bowl, but I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc bag. So I'm thinking about like that. Okay, I got that all cut up and my hands all clean. So there's our little sirloin cubes. And we need a tablespoon of oil. And what I have is olive because my avocado is out. So we'll put that in there. And then we need a tablespoon of steak seasoning, and I'm using the Montreal. Well, almost fits. And then we are going to shake this together. Mush it around, plus waiting on the taters to get done. It'll give this a little time to marinate in that seasoning. Okay, I think we got that all squished around now. That's all we have to do. Wait on the taters. These only take 5 minutes in the air fryer. We'll check them for temperature, but the recipe says 5 minutes. So I'll be back when we're ready to do something else. I almost forgot we're going to make a quick dipping sauce for the onion rings. So I'm going to do, let's see, I'll do 4 tablespoons. I'm just going to do it with a stirring spoon. And let's see. Let's try 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. That was ranch dressing, of course. Okay, let me give it a little taste. Delicious. The potatoes are out. I'll let you peek. But we're going to keep them covered. Just let them sit there and be warm. And then we are going to set our oven to 400. And it won't take it long because it's already at 350. And then once that gets to 400, we're going to pop these in there for about 15 minutes. Okay, let the onions go. I think they went too long. This is not 15 minutes. This was 13 minutes. And so they're getting a little darker around the edges. So maybe 12 minutes. Just keep a check on them starting at 10 minutes. But I'm going to let them sit here and cool and firm up while we go over here and work on the steak. I'm going to preheat my air fryer for 5 minutes on 400. Okay, I meant to spray this before, but I forgot. So now I think I'm going to put half of the steak in here. I don't think I want to do it all at one time. I don't want to crowd it. I know you can't hardly see what I'm doing in there. I'll hold it up. So I'm just going to spread these out and cook these at 400 for 5 minutes. Now while that air fryer is going, I'm sure you can hear it. I was playing around with these and you can see the grease from the cheese released. So we're going to put them over here to drain and to firm up. They've been sitting for 5 minutes while that air fryer was heating, so that's how I know they sit for 5 minutes. But you see how easily they come out. But we do want them to firm up so we can pick them up and dip them. So there are those. Now when the steak gets done, we're ready to eat. Okay, we're going to see if, in fact, these are done after 5 minutes. I want it to be at least 160.
Everybody is doing the best that they can. Come on, take a break.
Okay. I think those will be medium. Scoop these out. They'll continue cooking. And if I feel like they're not done enough, I will pop them back in here. Because we'll eat medium steak, but we won't eat bloody steak. So I'm going to spread these out. Oh, I forgot to turn the TV down. Sorry. So here's our supper tonight. Got our baked red potatoes, our keto onion rings, and our juicy steak bites. I'm going to make my plate, and I'll show you what I'm having for supper. So here is what I'm having tonight. I have 3 ounces of steak, 2 keto onion rings, which I hope I have room for them. I don't know. After I eat that, I'm not really sure. A little bit of Heinz 57, and here is our barbecue ranch dip. So I'm going to go over here and sit down and eat, and I will come back afterwards and tell you what I thought. Well, here I sit in my craft room editing my video when I noticed the footage at the end when David was holding the camera was not there. I turned the camera on and handed him the phone, and I guess he turned it off. So instead of going in there and going through all that, I thought I would just sit here. I wanted to tell you that the meal was delicious. There's only 2 things I would change, and I wanted to let you know. The Montreal steak seasoning, very peppery, so I would cut it back to half unless you like a good peppery taste. I mean, it was still good. It was delicious, but a little peppery for our taste. And then the keto onion rings, I don't know why it said 15 minutes, because that's way too long. When you start to see it brown around the edges, go ahead and take it out. 10, 11 minutes around that area, because I let mine get a little too brown, and so the edges got, when they set up, were a little harder. They weren't crunchy hard, like breaking your teeth hard. They were just denser. But oh my gosh, they were so good. And in that dipping sauce, it was a good meal. Even David was like, because I was supposed to make wings tonight and they didn't get thawed in time, so I switched and made tomorrow's meal tonight. He goes, I'm glad you had to switch. This was good. So anyway, I did want to come on and tell you that we enjoyed it immensely, and those couple of changes I would make. And so that is all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.